congratulations for the show.
Thank you.
And it's the third time you come here to Colombia.
Right.
Between this show and the other shows, is there an evolution of the band?
I think the only difference really was that last time we were here, we've had 2 records come out since the last time we were here, so we got to play new songs, different songs, and it seemed like people were into the stuff, you know, so I feel it felt a little better this time around just because we got to play new stuff. Playing new stuff always feels good, and especially when people like that are at the show know the songs, you know, so yeah, it's cool.
You have a new record, right?
Yeah. It came out this year. Live by the Code, yeah.
Live by the Code. What's the new thing about this new record?
What do you mean? Like, it's new songs, brand new songs.
There's an musical evolution.
I mean,
you're pretty much with the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be. It's not like we're gonna change too much from record to record because that wouldn't make sense, you know. It's not like we're gonna turn around and put out a fucking emo record or something like that. It's still a hardcore record. I mean, there's some different things thrown in here and there, but it sticks to the kind of music that we like to listen to. You know, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel or do anything real crazy. You know, we're just making music that we like and music that gets the energy going. You know, the most important thing is getting the message across, like the lyrics in the record and like the whole layout of the record and everything put together, like the message along with the music. It's like,
what do you think about those new styles, like this emo stuff that we're just talking about?
I mean, that's fine with it. Like, I don't listen to I listen to a lot of soft music. I don't know if you would call it emo or not, but like, it's whatever. Like, I don't have like a real problem with it. It's just not my particular taste in music. But if you ask the 4 other dudes in the band with me, they might have a different answer. Like, I'm not sure what everyone likes as far as like emo goes. Emo to me is probably a lot different than what emo is today too. Like, emo to me is like shit from the 90s, like, you know, like the Get Up Kids and stuff like that, which I don't really listen to. I like Saves the Day a lot, but like, I don't know, like, it's like out of my world, out of my realm, like, I don't really.
You signed out with Victor Records, right?
Right.
Is there like any difference from past labels now?
Yeah, there's not any kind of huge difference, but I mean, they, I don't know, they've been really cool. Fortunately enough, I don't have to deal too much with like all the label stuff. Like that, every person in the band has like their own things that they do and jobs that they have. Luckily, label shit is not my thing, you know. So, but from my perspective, I think they've been awesome. You know, they've really helped us a lot.
Is there like any orders or stuff that the records tell you that you guys have to do this or something like that?
Oh, absolutely not. No, we would have never worked with a label that would try to do this. In the end, I mean, we really lucked out. We got to do basically whatever we wanted to do. Like, our record came out in the U.S. and Canada on Victory Records, but then in Europe, we stayed with Century Media, and then like our good friends label Victory Records still put out the vinyl. So yeah, it's kind of like a collection of different people working all together. I don't think that's very common for Victory Records to allow that to happen. Scott's had like a long relationship with them because he's always had very reliable on the label. Yeah, so I think we kind of got away with it on some because
you guys been playing like more than 10 years already?
Yeah, man. Almost 11 now.
You have different products all around the world. What do you think? It's difficult to touring or it's a good thing?
I mean, everything has its difficulties, but it's not like the difficulties are like so minuscule compared to how good it is to be on tour and stuff like that. So like, obviously, it's never going to be perfect. There's going to be problems when you're on the road. You know, you gotta like, for instance, like on this tour, like we gotta wake up real early, get to the airport, fly to the next show, really not having time to do much, and like, you know, you don't really sleep much, and just like sitting in cars all day long and stuff like that. But fuck that, like that doesn't even matter compared to like, still we're here in Colombia playing a show, and like, so people could easily complain about being on the road that much, but we don't care about that shit. That's why we stayed in there for as long as we can.
Do you think there's some special energy of Latin people, Latino crowds and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. It's different. I mean, there's like every country we go to has its, even within like comparing like Colombia to like Brazil, it's like it's got its differences and stuff, you know. So that's one of the coolest things on earth is like we get to experience that. You know, we're here in Colombia tonight, and then we'll be in Lima, Peru next, and then we go to Argentina and stuff like that to see every different country having its different like styles and like energy and stuff. It's awesome.
Very good. And in 2014, you guys are gonna be in Australia.
Yeah. Right at the beginning of the year, we go to Australia on this like, festival tour called Soundwave.
Yeah. And you have any other plans? You have a
Yeah. We'll be in Europe in January also. Right in the new year, we like start off like going hard kind of. We do Europe in January on the Persistence tour with Suicidal Tendencies, and then from there we do Australia for Soundwave, and then directly after that tour, me and our drummer Nick, we're in another band called Piece by Piece, and then our bass player David sings in another band called Down and Under. So those two bands are staying, and we're gonna stay in Australia and do like another tour after one of the shows, and then after that, back on the road, you know. So we got a lot of stuff coming up.
You guys are so committed for sure with the hardcore message. Do you actually think that hardcore should play for message, or how would be your definition of hardcore?
Yeah, see, that's where it gets like tricky. I mean, everyone has their own definition because everybody grew up differently and has their own opinions on things and stuff like that. But I think like what it comes down to in the end is like a basic idea that this is like without the people doing stuff that come to the shows, you know, it's like in other music and other scenes and stuff like that, like it's kind of like controlled by the industry or whatever you want to call it. They're the ones that like they do everything. They're the ones that dictate what bands sound like, what's cool, what's the new thing, whatever. But hardcore will never be like that. It's gonna be run in the underground and like by the people at the shows, you know. There's no dividing line between a band member, a person who does a record label, a person who does a zine, you know, a kid who just comes to the show and, you know, stage dives and provides production. So it's like, that's going to be the difference between everything else in the world. You know, even though there's a stage and we may be like a little bit elevated visually playing music and shit, it doesn't make a difference between us on stage and people in the crowd. So I think that's like the number one, like no matter how you think like hardcore is to you or whatever, like that's like gonna be a number one thing. No dividing lines.
Okay, that's pretty good, Martin. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations for the show.
Thank you very much.